Maybe we're on? All right, we think we're on, so I'm just going to start talking. Welcome to Jay Moore's Weekend Agenda on Facebook Live. Tell us about your weekend plans in the comments below. Like, share, and follow at #JayMooreWeekend. I'm Amanda, and I am here with my buddy, Beth Tfiloh's Rabbi Eli Yoggev, because I've been taking his Judaism for Beginners crash course for the last few months and blogging on jaymooreliving.com. Welcome, Rabbi Yoggev.
Great to be here.
It's awesome to have you.
Yeah.
You're back,
We're back.
And I'm dressed like this because
Why
we're
are you
gonna.
dressed like that?
Oh, this is how I dress on Fridays. This is me preparing for Shabbat. You know, you're supposed to wear something nice,
You're right,
right? See, I
actually.
learned that.
Yeah.
I learned that in my class.
Yeah, you have a yarmulke on.
I do. My head is covered, and I've got one of your emergency bobby pins. Why can I not say? I keep saying that wrong. Barbie pins. But you're here because we're gonna figure out how I did in this class. Because you know I've been a little bit of a troublemaker. Maybe I don't know. I think I sit kind of quietly.
I think most of the students have benefited from your notes, so that's good.
Have they?
Yeah.
You think they're cribbing from me?
I believe so.
They study up the next day and then they
I
go
hope
in
so.
acting like they know everything.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
All right. So the purpose of the course obviously is to give like an overview of Judaism and its basic tenets, laws, rules, restrictions,
Keep
hassles,
going.
killing me. All of that, right? Customs. You're already laughing. You're already like, she's not graduating. This isn't happening. So I'm going to recap very quickly some of the things that I picked up on our journey that we've been taking together. Jump in whenever you feel like it. All right. So these are like my favorite things that I picked up. Okay. How many classes have we had? I cut a couple.
I think we had 10. It was supposed to be 12, but we missed one.
And then I cut one. So I've had like maybe 8.
Yeah, there's some leeway with that when it comes to graduation.
I don't have perfect attendance. I'm not getting that reward certificate today. All right. Judaism has something for everyone and something to say on every topic.
It's true.
We are a very outspoken people.
Yeah, it's a very old tradition, over 3,000 years.
We like the debate and we like the discussion.
For sure.
Okay. There's always a nosh because you can't have Judaism without snacks.
Big time.
Right?
Too much.
I love a nosh. You're not such a nosher.
A little bit. Yeah.
Sure you are. God exists in some way and without human characteristics. And you can talk to God like a friend.
True.
Or maybe as a therapy session.
Yeah, for sure. That's a really important piece. That Judaism is about connecting to God in a formal way, but also having a personal connection, talking to God about whatever's going on.
See, he's there for you,
It's
guys.
true.
I'm learning. Look how many points I'm stacking up right now.
This is a great summary. It's like the 13 principles.
You want me to teach the last class?
Oh,
I'll just stand up and say all this in my outfit. What else? We do have a concept of hell, which was new to me, but it's not like the one where you have to wait in a TSA line during a government shutdown. It's not that kind of hell, correct?
Probably close to that.
No, it's more about that your soul is confused. It doesn't know where it's supposed to be hanging out.
It's true. And the more someone's connected to spirituality in this world, the more they will feel comfortable in the next world. We don't believe in eternal damnation for the most part, so that's always a plus.
That helps me out.
Yeah.
So Jonathan Oleski joined us, and he says he loves the graduation ceremony. We're getting there. Stay tuned because we don't know.
There's more to come.
We don't know. There's a cliffhanger here, and also
once I see how she does with the summary.
I'm not done summarizing this class. It's to see if I really paid attention at all, or if I just ate snacks, which I did eat snacks. But also, my friend John Vale is here. Hi, John. Miss you. Love you. All right.
Love you. No, joking.
He does love. Rabbi Yoggev is very loving. I mean, I don't know that from experience. We'll get to that next. That's coming up.
Okay.
So there's a blessing for everything, including, I kid you not, going to the bathroom.
It's true.
Little weird. But that really stuck with me. Clearly.
I told a story about that.
You did about you and your mom, and she couldn't even believe it because your mom does not have the background that you have.
Yes. When I first became more religious, every time that she came back, she saw me like, who is this guy? And then every time I was like eating something, I make a blush. She's like, okay, I can deal with that. Then one time I came back from the bathroom, and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm blessing over the bathroom. She's like, get out of here.
I'm kind of with mom on this one.
Yeah.
I hope, is she watching? She should be watching.
Mom?
Mom?
No, she's not watching.
All right. You should say a morning prayer first thing to be thankful that you are still here.
Yes, that's a very powerful one. Starting out your day on the right foot in a positive manner. That's a very special.
Yeah, this is
thing.
one I've been struggling with all semester because I wake up grumbly.
Yeah, a lot of Judaism is like about training yourself and doing these things. So when we just say it, we don't always feel it, but through that, we kind of speak it into reality. Hopefully,
Right. If you put it out there,
hopefully, yeah,
it sort of becomes.
Yeah.
So if I start doing this enough, I might wake up smiling.
I hope so.
I'll just keep trying. We'll get back to that one. We'll have a review in a year. See what stuck with me. We should do that.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
this is a big one. If things are not going well for you in life, you might want to check your mezuzah.
I'd say it's a good one. I don't want to say it's a big one.
It's a big one for me.
Yeah, it's good to check the mezuzahs. I mean, obviously, it's good to there are different reasons why things don't go right in life, but it definitely
I like
brings.
to blame the mezuzah because it's the easiest thing for me.
Yeah, poor mezuzah.
Poor mezuzah.
Go.
Well, that brings me to the fact that you kind of promised a home visit mezuzah installation experience.
Happily.
The full Rabbi experience.
Happily.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to do this.
I'm looking forward to it.
You guys should watch because we're going to go Facebook Live with that.
Oh, okay. I hadn't thought about that. But, I'm happy to do it.
And does that come with a special tool belt? Like what do you need?
We'll bring some props.
All right. So good. We covered that. Let me see what else. Oh, there are 63 tractates to the Gemara/Talmud. Each one is on a very specific topic, including lashes, which I think might be my favorite.
Yeah. It's an interesting Talmud. I don't know if it's exactly what you're thinking about, but it's a little bit scarier. But
yeah. Well,
it's like anyway.
All right, we're gonna drop that because
there.
this is maybe a family show, possibly. But give me a few more. There's one on marriage.
Marriage, damages, blessings, Shabbat, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. Everything has its own tractate. Discussions from several hundreds of years on those topics. So it's pretty interesting.
And
there are a lot of really good stories and lessons there. It's really fascinating. So you can sit.
And lots of sidebars and tangents and kind of a choose-your-own-adventure rabbi style.
It really is. Yeah, it's very tangential. It's not linear, which is fun because it's like an actual dialogue. Like, it's a back and forth. So. Yeah.
All right, and then there's also it all adds up. So like Hebrew words somehow have numerical values and they mean things. Yeah. That's trippy. That one's really trippy for me. But they all everything. Like walnut means sin, right?
Wow, that's extra.
Do I get extra credit?
Yes, that is.
I just got some extra credit, y'all.
Yeah.
Right? But
that does. I mean, it's not an important tenet of Judaism. But words mean things in Judaism. Letters mean things. We're people of the book, so the letters are really important, and what they mean a lot for Jewish people. So it's like what sustained us over thousands of years. So.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad I picked that up.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not important to you, I got it.
It is special and good.
All right. And then of course, my favorite is you're supposed to have sex on Shabbat, but not on Yom Kippur.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. Everyone should keep this in mind.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's a good thing.
But like, what happens if the Spirit moves you on Yom Kippur? You just
on Yom
say
Kippur,
no.
You're supposed to be completely moved by the Spirit, meaning completely in the spiritual realm. That's why you abstain from it.
You wouldn't get distracted.
You wouldn't be thinking about it. You'd be so in such a high spiritual place that you'd be. Although sex is something spiritual in Judaism.
Which is, I love that too.
It's about God is one of the God's greatest traits is that God creates the world. God creates the world, and renews the world, and through taking part in creation, we are acting like God. So it's a very powerful and spiritual thing.
I think that's
very nice. One day a year. There are other days, but on Yom Kippur,
a couple days, just don't do it.
On Yom Kippur it's considered to be completely focused on spiritual things, so like angelic things. So.
Okay, we'll give you that day.
All right, thanks.
That's everyone. Just refrain for that one day. But also, this one was hard for me. You're supposed to pre-rip your toilet paper on Shabbat, which I guess I never realized, and probably was like using people's Shabbat safe bathrooms all along and messing things up.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's.
I might have done that.
Do you have to share anything more about that, or?
No, I mean I just was ripping toilet paper because I didn't realize.
It's all good.
So like nobody. I mean, how would they find out? They're not going to find out. Well, now they know. Oops.
Okay.
right, so that was a weird one. Oh, and I love this, that a full glass of wine is really important. We like our wine, and we want to pour until it's like overflowing and messy.
Yeah, yes. And the idea is we want to have overflowing blessing in our lives.
See, that's lovely.
It's a really beautiful thing, yeah.
And I like a full pour.
Yeah, we're
a
also
heavy
kind
pour
of
is
clumsy
always
sometimes,
good.
too.
Right, so I always assumed that all my relatives just pour a glass of wine.
Story.
I totally did, like forever.
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, why is everyone I'm related to this much of a klutz? There was never a clean tablecloth, and I was like, "This is ridiculous."
Hilarious. Your tablecloths don't have to get messy. You can do it in a way. You can do it on a
my
plate.
house, the tablecloths are messy.
So maybe they actually were a little.
The cracky klutz gene, it exists. It's a thing. All right, so the Shabbat class was my fave. Just so you know, I'm just putting that out there because I got in touch with my internal stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also very pro. I mean, I want to have fun and do things on Shabbat, but I'm very pro like a tech-free kind of weekend. I think everyone should be moving toward that.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Actually.
I know.
When I was younger, when I first became observant, it was really hard. But after I got used to it, now I kind of look forward to taking the break. It's hard to do it on your own. It's good to have like a framework for it.
Yeah. No, that's nice. Okay. So I learned a bunch of other stuff, as you know, because you taught me, because you're a great teacher. But I think that's enough recap for here because I don't want everyone to like start leaving. And also, just in case you guys hadn't noticed, we're not going to do an events roundup today because I want to give all my attention to Rabbi Yoggev.
Oh, thank you.
Because he gave me attention for like, 8 classes or so. So what do you think? Do I pass?
I think you pass with flying colors.
Yeah, and what?
And
do I really?
To recognize that, we've brought you a special certificate that's put out by me and the synagogue, which is titled the Good Jew Certificate.
I love it.
I
love it. If any of my relatives are watching, I have the proof.
It's
from
proof.
A rabbi. It's
so I'd like to officially hand this to you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
You're
touched
officially
and
a
so
good Jew.
honored. Look, you guys, I'm actually a good Jew. Nobody would have ever thought it. There's nobody in my life who would be like, "How did she just score a good Jew?" They probably think I paid you off.
Never know.
That would not be a good Jew move. All right, well, I'm gonna flip my tassel because it looks like I graduated from this class. Woo! If you're joining us, you are watching, not we, because we're on it. I'm so excited and flustered by my good Jew certificate.
This is a special moment.
This is amazing. I'm gonna frame it and hang it here.
On a real level, though, I think that you really contribute a lot to the class. Aww. I think your summaries are really helpful. I think people benefited from them, and you added a certain depth and I guess realness to the class.
That's sweet.
When I started, I just like to teach Judaism. I'm always happy when people like were able to take things and able to improve their lives with it. And I felt like you were able to do that to some extent. So made me feel really good.
I love that. That makes me feel really good because when I was writing these blog posts, I was trying to keep it really real
and I appreciate
like
that.
Understandable for the lay people. We're not all like half the people in that class who seem to know everything. Like some of us know none of this, and so I tried to convey that. Thank you. That really means a lot. So, if you're just joining us, you are watching Jay Moore's Weekend Agenda on Facebook Live. Talk to us in the comments field below. Like, share, and follow at #JayMooreWeekend. I am here with Beth Tfiloh's Rabbi Eli Yoggev, who just gave me a good Jew certificate. That's right. You heard it here first. He has been teaching me Jewish things for the last 3 months. Feel free to ask him a question. He's still here for a few minutes. All right. So, we know our last class is on Ask the Rabbi session. I bet you're looking forward to that. It's kind of. You're super excited.
It should be good. As long as I get some softball questions, that'll be good. No, we'll do it.
You could plant me, except I'm a little bit afraid. I'm not going to say names, but I'm a little bit afraid it's going to get
testy.
Not testy, but like one person's going to dominate and nobody's going to get their questions out.
All right, well, we'll take note of that and we'll make sure it's equally distributed.
I mean, I have the usual sex questions that everyone's confused about, but I don't know if I'm going to put you on the spot for those. I mean, not now. I'm not on this show, but I'm just saying. I mean,
feel free to ask what you want.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's
see.
an open
see.
Ask the Rabbi session.
Should be fun, but you're not. You decide we don't get to film it.
We're not. Probably not going to film it this time.
You guys should just come to the class.
You come to class, so you'll get the Cliff Notes.
Or you can just read my
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
recap.
the Cliff
Yeah,
Notes.
those, my Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
Kratky's notes. Okay, so what else do you have coming up? Because I know you have things.
Yeah, a few things. We have for young professionals. I work with young professionals through Beth Tfiloh. So we have a really fun learning in l'chaim series. Is something that we do every month. We have a gathering where we learn together, and we have some l'chaims. And this one's about learning to love yourself based on Jewish texts. So that'll be on February 19th.
What?
February 13th.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Good.
don't think so.
February 13th. It's on around Valentine's
See, I've
Day.
been paying attention.
And it's 7 to 9. It'll be at Moshe House. So we're collaborating with them. That should be really nice.
Who comes to that?
Oh, we have like just young professionals connected to Beth Tfiloh or from all over around the city.
Like, do I want to come to that?
Do you fall in the age bracket?
No. Oh, no.
Close?
I'm not young.
All right.
No.
Yeah, I'm not even in
I'm
the
like
age bracket.
your age.
But, okay. So,
Except older.
whoa.
Whoa,
Okay.
I know. Whoa. No, I found out. I overheard how old you are.
yeah?
So now I know I'm a little bit older than you. My friend John says congratulations on all this. Yeah, right? Who knew? Good Jew right here. Certified good Jew. All right.
It's official.
Okay, what else you got?
Yeah, so we're also doing a really fun Shabbaton. I like to talk about the afterlife and end of days and mysticism.
Yes.
So we're doing a whole Shabbaton on that. That'll be at B'nai Israel Synagogue. That's downtown, March 15th and 16th. We're giving a class on Judaism and the end of days, on the afterlife, what happens after people die. So all the classes and sermons will be around that. And then we have 2 other kind of beginners classes coming up at Beth Tfiloh. April 8th is a Haggadah workshop.
I'm coming to that.
Cool.
I'm going to do a cameo appearance.
Awesome.
Yes,
We're
I'll
looking
be
forward
there
to
for that.
Cool. And so that's for an hour and a half. There'll be 7 to 8:30 April 8th. That's kind of like just like beginner to intermediate level. Then we're having a beginner level Siddur workshop. Which
What's
will be
that?
all about the prayer book, the
Oh, right.
origin,
right.
about about the different prayers, Aleinu, about Amida, Odon Olam, the Kaddish, like what are we doing when we're saying them, and how's the prayer structured? So it's kind of help people navigate through the prayer book and feel
That's
more
handy.
comfortable in synagogue. So that'll be between April 29th and June 3rd. That's like a while from now, but it'll be
Okay.
here before you know it.
Okay, good. So you and I are going to see each other again.
Yeah.
So since it's like Valentine's Day time, and I know that's not a rabbinical or a Talmudical holiday,
It's not a
more
custom
of
either.
It's a hallmarkical.
Yeah.
It's a hallmarkical holiday. But I have to ask: all the boobies in synagogue, are they trying to match you up? I feel like they must be.
It's true.
It's
There are
true, right?
I've had some conversations with some grandmoms at the synagogue.
I knew it. So, like, how does a rabbi go on a date? Like, do you get to go out and have some fun, or does it all have to be at the synagogue?
No, it's not the synagogue. You're on. There's different dating sites. It's kind of weird.
For rabbis?
No,
Is there
there
like
isn't.
daterabbi.com?
No,
Because that's
like
amazing.
Swipe right for the rabbi. No, they don't. They don't.
Just a bunch of rabbi pictures.
That sounds so boring.
I love that idea. We should actually
Oh, yeah?
invent that. That would be good. See,
Yeah.
we need to have more
Yeah.
partnerships. Like
Cool, happily.
I have the idea of the crime show. I think
Yeah.
we should solve and fight crimes together.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
I'm happy to collaborate. I enjoy the connection. It's fun.
All right.
So the go on. Again, you date like any normal person, any normal
yeah?
Orthodox Jew. Yeah.
Well, so you can go to
You go-
things.
You go to things. You try to meet the right one, just like everybody else. Yeah.
So-
Sometimes it's
so-
complicated when a client is like, "I saw you on the dating site." I'm like, oh, awkward. But
Wow, I didn't know about this secret dating
Yeah.
site for rabbis.
no, there isn't one. There isn't one. Maybe you want to create one.
I do kind of want to create
I
one.
feel
I
like
think
that.
this
I
is
feel like
like a
that's it.
revenue stream for J Moore.
To come up with a good name for it.
So like the
Maybe
boobies
somebody
are.
has one online. Good name for
Yeah,
it.
maybe. Yeah, tell us. So the boobies are keeping you busy then. You got
Busy
like
with
a
the bubbies.
yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
All right. Good. That's good. I was worried about you. I wanted to make sure.
Thank you. So
It was the Jew. It was the good Jew in me. I had to match you with someone.
Thank you.
For sure.
You already passed the class. You
I don't have to
you
keep-
have to drop all the
I'm gonna start
Jewish
saying a whole
term
bunch of
phrases.
Hebrew terms right now.
Fuck your tongue.
Okay, so one last thing, because it's not something I can wrap my brain around. It has nothing to do with religion. Well, sort of, it doesn't. But I know everyone always bugs you and talks to you about the fact that you're both vegan and kosher.
Yeah.
But my question is not what do you eat? What on earth do you eat? My question is like at the point that you're already vegan, what needs to be kosher there?
So you're saying if you go to like a restaurant, can an Orthodox Jew
You
eat
can't
in
go
a
to
vegan
just
restaurant?
a vegan restaurant.
Yeah. So there are different. One thing that people be careful of is like bugs. Sometimes just stay away from bugs. So if a place isn't if they don't wash their like leafy vegetables, so you might have to refrain from that. Another thing is like wine. You don't drink certain wines, so there could be wine vinegar being used.
Oh.
So that's something they might want to stay away from.
Okay.
Like
I guess that helps me out a little bit, but I
Yeah.
still just kind of want you just to be able to go
Go
to some.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want that for
also
you.
thank you. There's some vegan restaurants that like they say that they're vegan, but
mitzvah.
they'll bring in like sauces that might have like if they're very careful, that's not.
I mean, they
problematic.
shouldn't be because
They
the
should
vegans
be,
would
but
be
sometimes
upset,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's true.
If you're a vegan,
If
you're
they're careful with that, then that makes it easier.
All right.
Yeah.
So if
I
it's
only-
a kosher spot, you know for sure there's no bugs anywhere.
So they're supposed to check. They're supposed to check their greeny vegetables, their leaves and stuff. Yeah.
Do they come in and they check? They
They
go
wash
through all
them.
the,
Yeah, they do. They do good.
all right.
Hopefully, that's what they're supposed
All
to do.
right.
Yeah.
But so there's like basically no restaurants in town you can go to.
I mean, I go to ones near us. We have like good Chinese. I
Oh.
can order stuff.
Oh, you'll order
yeah.
something that
Yeah,
doesn't.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel a little bit
No, I
better
go to
about that.
I go
It
to
was
those
really bothering
restaurants.
me.
Yeah, I go to some of those restaurants.
'Cause you
it's
need-
not as fun as
No, I
for
know.
what other people.
I want you to go have
experience.
some fun.
Thank you. I appreciate
You
that.
work so hard.
Oh.
Oh, does pot have to be kosher?
Pot.
Pot.
I think that's for another.
Is that a hot button
It
issue?
is a hot issue. I mean, it's not really in circles I've been in. It hasn't really been like a promoted thing, but medicinal
organic.
pot.
Yes.
The OU, which is like a serious institution,
Orthodox
they gave a kosher
They did.
supervision to medicinal marijuana. Yeah.
Because
So if it's used
helps
because
you.
it's there to help people. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
See, I love that too. There's
Yeah.
so much I love. I deserve this good Jew
Yeah.
certificate. All right. Oh, I should mention two things because you were talking about wines. We just started a kosher wine feature that
cool.
my friend Kenny Friedman, he's here. Hi, Kenny. Is doing for us. So
Nice.
if you need wine recommendations, we've
Good.
got that now. It's called the Kosher Decanter, and we love it. And then you have an article in this current February issue,
True.
and it's about going to visit the sick.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
people should pick that up and read it.
Yeah, it's called the 3 M's of visiting the sick.
Exactly.
Using your your mouth, your muscles, and your money to help people who are sick.
Just
yeah.
do stuff.
Yeah.
Just be good to
do
everybody.
as much as you can. Exactly. Yeah.
See?
That's like that's
I'm like
the summary.
glowing right now.
That's the summary of all Judaism. You got it completely right. Yeah.
All right. Do you need to tell anyone else before we roll?
That's it. Have a wonderful Shabbat, and thanks for joining us.
All right. So thank you to Rabbi Yoggev from Beth Tfiloh, who has certified me as the good Jew.
Give it up for
Yeah!
Amanda. Yay! You did it.
And everything, he put up with everything all semester.
It was a pleasure,
Even
really.
my cheekiness. It's been a blast. This is not the last you're seeing me. I will be back for the April 8th Haggadah class. You've been watching January's Weekend Agenda. Join us here Fridays at 12:30 for more weekend plans. Follow us at #JanuaryWeekend. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, wait.
Yay! Congrats. Mazel tov.